Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Art Intertwined, Episode 6, presented to you by the Artists Guild of Anna Maria Island. This is Wendell Graham, your host, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the wonderful and fascinating world of art. Intertwined, that is. In our last episode, we were talking about fishing a historical cottage out of Tampa Bay. This week, we bring you another historical island landmark, but it seems this time they played it safe, for they brought it down the Manatee River by barge in 1912 and deposited it on the corner of Gulf Drive and Pine Avenue, where it sits today. Originally the home of William H. Gillette and his family of Parrish, Florida, this Florida heritage site appears to have more costume changes in its lifetime, serving as a church, a tourist information center, a World War II service club, a garden club, a women's club. That is until the final scene, when the Island Players, Inc. decided to break a leg and make it their home. Founded in 1949, the Island Players, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit, is Manatee County's oldest community theater, hosting 143 seats, some fireside, as the original fireplace that was once used by the William H. Gillette family remains. Great things come in small packages, and the Island Players are incredibly gifted stage performers that continually produce wonderful award-winning stage productions and stay true to the saying, the show must go on. Be sure to stop by this island gem at 101009 Gulf Drive in Anna Maria, Florida, and audition for a show, attend one of their seasonal productions, or support them by donating time or much-needed donations to keep the Island Players on stage for years to come. If you want to stay off stage, well, that is another show in itself. Yes, indeed. You see, since 1973, a group called Offstage Ladies was founded to give support and aid to the Island Players Theater. The person who shows you their seat works on the costumes, in the makeup room, paints the set, possibly ran the light board or sound system, hunted for the props in the play, or maybe was one of the actresses, was probably one of the offstage ladies, according to their website. They also serve the delicious long Sunday meal for the cast and crew. If you want to join the fun, then joining Offstage Ladies is a great way to meet people, as the group is very social. Now, staying true to form of our Art Intertwined series, the Artists Guild of Anna Maria Island members wanted to take center stage to honor and support their fellow island nonprofit in the performing arts. So without further ado, I present two short performances by non-performers to honor the performing arts. First, we have Elsa and her sister defeat the bad guy and his wall of doom, starring Brixton and Vivian Chavez. And following, you'll see Brushing Up at the Island Players, written and directed by Joanne Pattison. Sit back and enjoy.
Hey, Elsa, give me your powers. Oh no, but I'll give you my bow or my flower in my hair. I don't want that. I want your powers or face my giant wall of doom. Well, I'll call my sister on the walkie-talkie I have in my hand. Tess, can you come over here right now, please? No words. Wow, giant seems scary. Well, freeze. Find them. Freeze. Yay, we killed our hair. Yay, we defeated the bad guy. 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 Yay!
I'm so happy we're here at the Island Players. Yes, it's one of my favorite places to come. The performances are always so colorful, and the costuming is beyond perfection. Let's get our seats, Mother. Yes, that's one thing about the Island Players. There's never a bad seat.
Next, we have a painting that will be interpreted by 3 different artists. So sit back and enjoy Art Intertwined. Another Agami member, and Agami is Artists Guild of Anna Maria Island, Roger and Maria Rosa Rockefeller did a poem called The Bass. It goes like this. Agami, oh why me? You got me, Agami. How much enjoyment had I swimming along when I spotted a fly? A beautiful fly, a delicious sight. What could I do but take a big bite? Arg, woe is me, what did I do? This fly had a hook and a line on it too. If this doesn't work out, I may have to sue. But you may say what you like, but I'm a bass, not a pike. I'll spit out that fly in the wink of an eye. I'll snarl up your line, and then all will be fine. One final thought, as your plans come to naught, you are welcome to paint me, but I'm not to be caught. Roger and Maria Rosa Rockefeller with The Bass.
Hi everyone, my name is Kristen Swain and this is Jumping Fish. The early morning light shines off the water and the sand between my toes makes a little squishing noise as I make my way to the edge of the riverbank. The crickets chirping in my beet bucket just add to the magic of the morning. Are you ready? My granddad places one hand on my shoulder and the other holds a fishing pole out for me to grab. I take the pole in a nervous hand, squinting against the bright sunlight to get a glimpse of the strong, smiling face looking down at me. My granddad's never taken me fishing before. Oh, he's taken my brother, sure, but never me. I'm the girl. We don't get to do boy things like fishing. I just thought he wouldn't want me there, that I might spoil things. But here we are, out at his favorite spot together, just the two of us. We get to spend the whole day together, and I don't want to let him down. Looking back out at the water, I see the fish jumping, making bright golden rings across the water that get bigger and bigger until they totally disappear. If I squint just right, it looks like little fairies made of light dancing across the top of the river, disappearing when they get too close to the shore where people might see them. The thought makes me want to giggle, but I stop it before it starts. Fishing is serious business, and I want to make sure that I get it right. Granddad takes the bucket from me and opens it, carefully grabbing one of the chirping critters inside. He uses one of the crickets to bait his fishing pole's hook, and then shows me how to do it. I can already tell that this is definitely not going to be my favorite part of fishing. I watch as he whips the pole back and then casts the line far out into the river. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this just as well or even better than the boys. I carefully pull my fishing pole back and then whip it forward, looking up just in time to see the line fly out over my head and into the water. I did it! Now all that's left is to see if I can catch a fish. We sit in silence, me and my granddad. He says it needs to be quiet to attract the fish. Every once in a while, he helps me bait the hook or points out a bird or something else that he thinks I'll like. It's really pretty here by the river. Every so often, I think I feel something tugging at the line, but I haven't felt that pull yet. The one where you just know there must be a fish on the hook. Granddad says I'll know when I've got one. We've been out here so long that I fear Granddad is going to give up for the day. I don't want to go home disappointed and empty-handed, knowing that my brothers always come home with at least one fish between them, arguing over who really reeled it in. And that's when I feel it. A little tug at first, and then harder until the line starts unspooling itself as my prize tries to swim away. You got one! My granddad is excited as he stands next to me, helping me reel the catch in. When it finally breaks the shimmering surface of the water, I can see its scales, all bright and shiny green gold, and even a little blue when the light hits it just right. It's a beautiful fish, my first ever fishing catch. I'm so proud that I feel close to bursting as I reel it in. Finally, it's on the shore. I watch up close while my granddad takes a pair of pliers and pulls the hook out of the fish's mouth. Do you want to hold it? I nod excitedly, taking hold of the fish while Granddad snaps a photo. Now, what do we do with it? Well, when you catch a fish, you've got a couple of options. You can clean it and take it home to eat, or you can let it go. But it's your catch, so what do you want to do with it? I knew he would say that. But part of me really hoped the decision wouldn't be mine to make. I knew what my brothers would do. They'd want to keep the fish, take it home, show it off to Mom and Dad. Looking at the fish I held, I knew I didn't want to kill it, but I also didn't want my granddad to be disappointed in me either. Sighing heavily and resigning myself to live with his disappointment, I took the few steps to the water, said a few words in a low voice that I didn't think my granddad could hear, and let the fish go. It swam to the center of the river, treating us to a jump in the air before disappearing under the moving water. Why did you let it go? Granddad asked. Because I felt like it asked me to, and we don't need it for food. I told the fish thank you for coming to visit, though. I couldn't bring myself to look up. I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? Granddad wrapped me in one of his big bear hugs, the kind so tight you feel like you can't breathe for a minute. You did the right thing. Those brothers of yours make me clean the fish every time. If I want to eat fish, I like to just go to the market and get one. Coming out here, all I wanted to do was spend time with you and teach you something so if you ever do need to catch a fish for your dinner, you know how. Now it was his turn to sigh. I guess next time I will have to show you how to clean one. Want to try again next weekend? I nodded, hugging him tight. You know, I just wanted to spend the day with you too. Was it a good day? He asked. It's a great day.
Hello, my name is Donna Slosky. I'm a mosaic artist who's a member of the Artist Guild of Anna Maria Island. And I would like to sing a song for you called Painting Box by a group called the Incredible String Band. I believe the song is from the 70s. Enjoy. When the morning of your eyes comes waking through my shadows, leaving just a trace of twilight sleep, I whisper to the baby rainbows playing on my window and tell them gently this is not the time that they should weep. Well, somewhere in my mind there is a painting box. I have every color you. My Friday evening footsteps plodding dully through this black town are far away now from the world I'm in. My eyes are listening to some sounds that I think just may be springtime. With daffodils between my toes, I'm laughing at their whim. For somewhere in my mind there is a painting box. I have every color there, it's true. Just lately when I look inside my painting box, I seem to pick the colors of you. The purple sail above me catches all the strength of summer. Fishes stop and ask me where I'm bound. I smile and shake my head and say, my little ship is sinking, but I kinda like the sea that I'm on, and I don't mind if I do drown. For somewhere in my mind there is a painting box. I have every color there, it's true. Well, lately when I look inside my painting box, I seem to pick the colors of you. Thanks for listening.
Now for the artist behind the painting, I have Carol Klingensmith. Carol, will you share with us the title of your painting and the inspiration behind it, please?
This painting I entitle The Big Mistake, and it's inspired by the fish, the bass, largemouth bass, and he has so much grace and color to him. And of course, he's attacking that clouser minnow, and that adds a little bit more color to the painting.
Well, there you have it. It's not a fishtail, everybody. It's straight from the fish's mouth. Carol Klingensmith, the artist. Thank you, Carol. Well, that's it for episode 6 of Art Intertwined. I thank you for joining us, and I hope you'll tune in next Friday for episode 7 of Art Intertwined, brought to you by the Artist Guild of Anna Maria Island. This is Wendell Graham, your host. Have a wonderful week.